Michelin awards outstanding restaurants, not individual chefs. 1, 2, or 3 stars, 3 being the best. The focus is on the food. Inspectors do not factor in service, decor, or the wine list. In addition to the prestigious star rankings, Michelin also recognizes exceptional food at a good value. 6 Boston area restaurants were honored with that Bib Gourmand designation in the city's inaugural year.
Well, here to congratulate you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
2 that made the list belong to Chef Karen Akunowitz, South Boston's Bar Volpe, and just a couple blocks down, Fox and the Knife.
We were just blown away. I kept turning around to my spouse and being like, oh my God, oh my God. To be seen in that way, what we are here every day trying to do, what our teams work so hard for, was probably one of the highest moments in my career.
To see what it takes to earn a Bib Gourmand, I put on an apron and got to work.
So these are collusiones. So these are a Sardinian pasta, typically stuffed with potato, and they're really special. You'd be hard-pressed to find another menu where you see them, but they're really challenging to make. As you can see, it looks like a stalk of wheat.
So how can I help and not mess up this beautiful dish?
So we're going to cook them in the pasta water, and we're going to start our sauce. And so we serve them with a really simple tomato basil sauce. We're going to go ahead and plate them, and we want to make sure that the seam side is facing up, because it would be terrible to put all of that hard work into making these beautiful collusiones and not show the work that went into it. I feel like you're a garnish queen.
A garnish, sure, I can garnish
queen. Let's do a little bit. We're going to do a little bit of pecorino sardo.
Okay. There's never too much cheese, right?
We always want to be neighborhood restaurants, a place that you go, that you come together, that you connect. They're not so fancy that you can't come in on a Tuesday night.
So you made this beautiful dish. Tell me what you have.
So this is our squid ink casarecce with lobster and fennel and chili crisp. This is one of my favorite dishes.
I have to say, this is a far cry from a diner in New Jersey.
The Arlington Diner is where I got my start. I've done almost everything there is to do in the restaurant industry, and I've been doing it since I was 17 years old. I mean, this has been my entire life. My work, my passion, my everything. The Bib Gourmand designation, it is a place Michelin inspectors would go back to again and again on their day off. And to me, that just so symbolizes everything that I've always tried to do here. So it's incredibly meaningful.
It was surprising. It was very flattering at the same time to be remembered as a restaurant who is already 9 years old.
Tracy Chang's Pagu in Cambridge was also honored with a Bib Gourmand.
And it was huge for the team. They were so proud. They were so excited.
The Bib in Bib Gourmand is short for Bibendum, the Michelin man's first name. Gourmand is French for a person who enjoys eating good food, often and in generous quantities.
I'll borrow these recipes and techniques and ingredients that I've learned from cooking with other people. So for me, it's a very autobiographical menu, a meal that I've shared with someone else many times, and I want to celebrate that.
It's really kind of beautiful.
Chang's culinary curiosity was nurtured at an early age by her grandmother. At home, they cooked traditional Taiwanese and Japanese dishes, and at work, Tracy watched her Wai Pua run her Cambridge restaurant, Tokyo.
Early on, those days of making the Shirley Temples and scooping the matcha ice cream, that was an early sign of wanting to participate.
A patient teacher like her grandmother, Tracy offered to show me how to make hand-pulled noodles.
It's not that hard. We teach these classes on the weekends. Folks as young as 1.5 and as old as 80. I think you're somewhere in the middle there.
Yes, the pressure's now on, though. If a 1.5-year-old can do it, I better get this right.
You just pet, yeah, get your hands a little bit oiled. And you just hold and pull. Okay? See?
Oh,
easy, right?
Got a runner. Okay, yeah, the wingspan is working for us here. They are yummy. Oh my God.
Look at this. I really think you pulled this one.
Pagu serves a blend of cuisines from Japan and Spain, where Tracy worked under Martine Barasategui, whose restaurants have earned 12 Michelin stars, the most in the country.
What did you learn from that experience?
Yeah, you mean my military days?
Is that what it was like?
So working with a 3-star chef is a very unique experience. There's a very rigorous work culture, and in terms of, you know, the ranks of who's in charge and who tells you what to do, you have to run a tight ship.
Chang spent countless hours in the kitchen and also saw an opportunity to learn the inner workings of the business, translating, helping with video production, and working with suppliers.
He would say, yeah, es mi mano derecha. And so that means like my right hand.
An intense education that helped her become a Michelin-recognized chef as well.
I think we'll be seeing more folks coming in from abroad, traveling here because they see Boston as a serious foodie destination.
Pago was fantastic, so was Tracy, and thanks for the lesson again. In addition to the Michelin stars and Bib Gourmand, Michelin has another category they just call recommended restaurants, and they say that's just a place to get a good meal.
Yeah, and 19 restaurants made that list, including Nightshade Noodle Bar in Lynn and Thistle and Leek in Newton, which means that the Michelin inspectors, that is, left the metro area.
Yeah, they
and
got
they
out a
dined
little bit.
outside.
We're on the map.